up, guys? JC Figs here. Welcome back to Whiskey Wrestling Wednesday. Now today we have something special. We have two Ringside exclusive figures. Legendary commentators Tony Schiavone and good old JR. Now this is Tony Schiavone's very first figure ever, which is insane because he's been around longer than I've been alive, right? And I cannot wait to check this thing out. And of course it's always nice to have a JR figure. I don't have the elite version of him, so I'm very happy to add really both of them to my collection. Now if you look on the box, it's the regular Unrivaled packaging, gold and black. It looks beautiful. It's one of my favorite packagings. On the back it has their signatures, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. On the bottom right of Jim Ross it says watch AEW Dynamite. Bottom right of Tony Schiavone says watch AEW Rampage. Other than that, they're identical. They have the Ringside exclusive labels in the top left corner. It's a little unfortunate that these won't be available at retail, but this is mainly for more hardcore collectors because, let's face it, like regular collectors buying stuff at the store usually don't care to have commentators, even though if you're a kid from the 90s like me, you've known these guys your whole life and grew up with them, and it's amazing that they're both in the same company, and it's even more amazing to have similar attire figures for them, which is just awesome. It makes me geek out. So let's go ahead and crack these bad boys open and get into it. Cheers, guys. And here's a 360 view of good old JR. As you can see, he also comes with an office chair and a microphone. The image on the back is of JR in a checkered shirt and his signature. Fortunately, this one does not come with a checkered shirt, but that's okay. On the front it has an image of JR with the attire that his figure comes with. And that's always nice when the images match the figure, right? Now, looking at this box more closely, you can see that he comes with a office chair and a microphone. We know a lot of AEW figures come with microphones. There's tons of microphones. You should never be short of a microphone from an AEW figure. Now, the office chair I know has been talked about badly, that it's very small, but we'll definitely open this up and check it out firsthand. And the packaging on the back, it looks really good. It has Tony Schiavone's signature, Ringside exclusive, all that good stuff. And I just want to mention this briefly. Now, there was a huge issue with the chairs looking very small when the figures sat in them and whatnot. Now, I want to say maybe, just maybe, these chairs were meant for the figures to stand next to. If you can look at their left hands, it looks like they're actually just kind of holding onto the chair and like they're standing up to greet people or whatever. If you've been to a Dynamite show, they stand up and wave to the crowd, this and that. Just maybe that was their thought process when making these chairs so small. Then again, who knows, maybe it is the packaging issue. I don't really know for sure. That's just a thought, it's a theory. JR does come with a band around his head to hold the glasses down. He also comes with a band around his left wrist, going around his left leg, almost like a handcuff. Okay, so here we go. Good old JR in full effect. We have the chair. The wheels do not move, which is no big deal. The chair itself does not recline back like the WWE Elite chair, which is also fine. He has his very nice shoes on. There's good detail on that. His nice dress pants. He has his AEW jacket over his white shirt along with his black and white tie. He comes with glasses. They even looked fogged up, which is pretty nice. The hat itself looks good. It is a little stiff. It could be more flexible, but that's not that big of a deal. Overall, this JR figure is very solid. I like it a lot, and I may be biased because I'm just a huge JR fan, but it looks really good. The likeness on the face is very well done by Jazzwares. And yes, this is definitely a must-have for any AEW or even a 90s wrestling fan. So here I went and took JR's hat and glasses off so you can see his face a little bit better. You can see his hair is peppered black and white. His goatee is also black and white. It is a little bit too white if you ask me, the beard and the hair. Otherwise, again, like I said before, his face likeness is very well done. I'm very surprised actually by the way Jazzwares did this. My chair, as you can tell, is leaning for some reason. I guess JR had a little too much to drink or something. He's about to fall out of his chair. And you can also see now how small this chair is. Again, maybe it was a packaging issue, or who knows, maybe they couldn't fit it in the budget for, you know, the $20 or however much it costs. But the chair is small. Okay, so right out of the package, two things I immediately noticed about Tony Schiavone. One, he comes with the same bands as JR. He has a band around his left wrist and around his left thigh. Why? Why? Why, Jazzwares? I don't know why. He also has a band around his glasses to keep his glasses on, which makes sense. Second thing, he comes with the same exact chair as JR. However, I noticed, because it was already apart, the armrests on the chair actually come apart. What for? I have no idea. But yeah, you can actually take the armrests apart if you want to, for whatever reason. If you want their forearms to go up higher for whatever reason that may be. So here we go, Tony Schiavone. Man, I love you, Tony, but oh man, your figure's rough a little bit. Now, I took the band off of his glasses, and his glasses will not stay on, which is a problem, but also at the same time, it's not that big of a deal because these glasses are way too big. Tony Schiavone does not wear these huge 80s glasses. I hate to say it, but he looks kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer with these things on. You gotta take those things off. The figure itself, the jacket looks great. The white collared shirt underneath the jacket is good. The tie looks good. The pants, I don't know about that color. It kind of looks skin tone, a little bit too light. Could have been better. Pins in the elbows, just like JR. I forgot to mention that earlier. Pins in the legs. The shoes look pretty good. This chair actually sits upright. The JR chair did not. The chairs themselves are not that difficult to put together. It just takes a little bit of force. You gotta be a man about it. Alright, guys? Now this figure, it looks good. There's no earring, unfortunately. I was really hoping, it's Tony Schiavone. You gotta have that earring. He's known for that. You gotta have that earring in there. You got it on the package. Put it on the figure. It has the one button on the suit jacket to button it up. I went ahead and took Tony's glasses off so he's a little bit more presentable, right? The chair, again, the wheels do not move. It's the same chair. And Tony looks good with his glasses off. Not too bad. Still not completely recognizable to the average fan. Wouldn't know who he is. The hair seems like it's a little bit too long. Other than that, it's not terrible, I suppose. So here we have Tony and JR side by side, and it's nice that their suits are different, seeing how there's only one other suited AEW figure, and that is Cody Rhodes. And so it's nice that Jazzwares put the detail into these guys to make their suits different, especially as a commentary team. You don't want them to look exactly the same, so it's good that they have different pants, different jackets, and different ties, you know, etc. Very good job, Jazzwares. Here's a quick comparison for you. So we don't have Excalibur yet, so we do have Taz. And just seeing this, man, we have a crazy good commentary team on AEW right now. Excalibur's pretty good too. He's not as good as Shivani, JR, and Taz. This is a powerhouse of a commentator team right here. Taz does really well. You can see the height difference. JR is a tiny bit taller than Taz, and then you have Tony Schiavone, which is a tiny bit taller than JR. These guys rock AEW. I love hearing their voice on there. They pump me up every time. And just for fun, we're going to do one last comparison here. We got Tony Schiavone with Sting, and we have JR with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, if you knew JR before AEW, then you knew that him and Stone Cold go together like Stone Cold and beer. If you knew Tony Schiavone before AEW, you know him and Sting go together like Sting and his bat. That's just how it is. These guys all pair together well. They look great together. I might have to get second sets of JR and Tony Schiavone just so I can get a custom sticker on their shirts or something for WCW and WWF. Alright guys, it's time for the JC Figs rating. Now JR, I'm giving him a 8 out of 10. The likeness is there. He looks really good. The only thing I would change is maybe the hair color and the facial hair color. His beard's not quite as thick as on this figure. Other than that, this figure's top notch. It's a really good JR figure, especially if you don't have one like me. This figure is great. It's just great. Now, the Tony Schiavone figure, JC Figs rating, 6. 6 out of 10, Jazzwares. The likeness is not there, really. It's his first figure, so I'm cutting you guys a little bit of a break. The likeness just isn't there. The hair, it looks okay. It's too thick, I think. but it's not too bad. And the glasses are just way too big. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they were watching the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix show and they saw that the glasses were huge and they just wanted to put it on there just so people would buy it or something. I don't know. The glasses are too big. The face doesn't look like Tony Schiavone. But other than that, and the pants. The pants. Why? It's like skin tone. What's with the pants? Still not terrible. Could be better. A lot better. And I hope there's another Tony Schiavone figure. Nevertheless, if I end up going to a Comic-Con and I see Tony Schiavone, I would buy another one just to get him to sign it because it's his very first figure ever, and who knows, it could be his last. I really hope not. Please make more Tony Schiavone figures, Jazzwares. I would definitely buy them, please. Overall, these figures are great. If you're an AEW collector, I highly suggest getting them. They have to go with your display. They go great with your display. If you're a toy fed guy, if you take toy pictures, or if your kid likes AEW and he has action figures, these are must-haves. They go very well with all the AEW figures, with the entrance stage, with the ring. These fit in perfectly, and they probably won't be around again. They are Ringside exclusives. Check them out on Ringside. Make sure you pick them up while they're still available. Excalibur's coming out next month, I believe, so make sure you pre-order him and get him as well. And alright, that's it, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, please. Cheers, boys. Till next Whiskey Wrestling Wednesday. Peace.